Days of Our Lives spoilers Kristen's swaying victim. Uses Dr. Rolf to mess with another Salamite's head. Thomas and Charlotte's double meltdown over Abigail. Mom reunion ends in disaster. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Kristen DeMiro will meet with Brady Black at the police station, where he'll prompt her to take care of Rachel Black while he's gone. Brady will contend he's going to captivity and argue that there's nothing that Kristen can do about it, but she'll differ. Although Kristen will plan to save Brady from Statesville, Days spoilers say he'll push her not to indeed essay it. As far as Brady is concerned, he's shamefaced of causing Sarah Kyriakis palsy and belongs behind bars. Days spoilers indicate that Brady will be ready to accept his fate and just wallow in misery. Still, Kristen has no intention of letting the man she still loves land in a captivity cell. That would break Rachel's heart and ruin any dream Kristen is adhering to when it comes to her future with Brady. Days spoilers say Kristen won't give up on getting Brady out of this mess. So what will she do next? Days of Our Lives suckers can anticipate Kristen to encounter a surprising occasion at the DeMiro Manse, where she'll spot Dr. Wilhelm Rolf. That'll give Kristen a chance to pitch a new scheme and get Dr. Rolf on board with it. There's no word on what that scheme will number, but it's presumably going to be enough wacky since all Rolf-related plots generally are. Could Kristen have another swaying victim in mind? In the history, Kristen got Dr. Rolf to program Stefan DeMiro to love Chloe Lane rather of Gabby Hernandez DeMiro. Rolf has also pulled off swaying plots from Megan Hathaway DeMiro and other characters over the times, so he knows how to impact someone and make them believe what he wants them to believe. What if Kristen decides the only way to save Brady is to brainwash someone differently into allowing their shamefaced and give bogus substantiation to support it? Kristen might settle on a swaying victim and have Dr. Rolf move them that they stole Brady's auto before furrowing into Sarah that night. Dr. Rolf might also program this individual with enough guilt that they won't be suitable to stop themselves from confessing. Kristen could also make sure some substantiation is set up that points at the new male factor and gets Brady off the hook. At that point, Sarah would have to annul and act like her memory wasn't as clear as she allowed. Anyhow, Kristen will have some plot in the workshop soon involving Dr. Rolf and a drastic way to free Brady. Just how far will Kristen go to make some updates to Brady's bleak situation? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Kristen will do some wild stuff with Dr. Rolf's help, so stick with us for further shocking prognostications on all the dramatic news ahead. Days of Our Lives spoilers Thomas and Charlotte's double meltdown over Abigail. Mom reunion ends in disaster. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Julie Williams will hear about Abigail DeMira's rearmost memory and contend it's awful news. Once Chad DeMiro updates Julie on the marriage vows that Abigail recited to him, she'll suppose they're headed down the right path. Julie may contend that it's just a matter of time until Abigail's other recollections come submerging back as well. Days spoilers say Julie will be brimming with stopgap for the future, but she won't suppose it's fair to make the children stay on a reunion with their mama. Since the DNA test proved this woman is Abigail and now recollections are putatively starting to resurface, Julie will feel like it's time to tell Thomas DeMiro and Charlotte DeMiro that their mama is home. Days spoilers say Chad will give the idea some aloud once Julie applies some pressure. The further Chad mulls it over, the more he'll realize Julie is right about him demanding to tell Charlotte and Thomas the verity. Chad will ultimately fill Abigail in on his plans, so she'll fear and point out that the kiddies will want to see her if they find out their mama is alive. Of course, Chad may wonder if that'd really be such a bad thing under the circumstances. Although Chad is counting on Abigail to flash back the rest of their life together, including the two amazing kiddies they partake, he has no way of knowing if or when she'll experience total recall. Chad might argue that Abigail has formerly missed so important time with Thomas and Charlotte, so does she really want to miss further? These are precious family moments, so Chad may suppose they should each make new recollections together. Unfortunately, This woman isn't really Abigail like she claims. Days of Our Lives suckers know Abigail has been forced into Clyde Weston's fiddle, so her thing is to get Chad to the balcony and ensure that Clyde gets the Demira fortune like he wants. Will Abigail find some way to delay her reunion with the kiddies or have no choice but to yield on Chad's plan? Abigail may not be suitable to wriggle out of this, so we should consider how Thomas and Charlotte might reply. Kiddies can enough intuitive and tend to have strong emotional responses, so Charlotte and Thomas may not respond well to this foreigner that Chad claims is their mama. It won't make any sense to Thomas and Charlotte, especially since this lady looks nothing like the Abigail they knew and loved. Chad can try to explain the reconstructive surgeries, but Charlotte and Thomas may still contend that's not their mammy. It's easy to imagine Thomas and Charlotte having a double meltdown once they eventually see Abigail for themselves. Still, Chad may worry he should have delayed Abigail's return news after all. If Charlotte and Thomas reject Abby before running out of the room screaming, it could beget a huge reversal in Abigail's plot if Chad pumps the thickets on any remarriage ideas. Still, but that'll clearly add to her guilt. It could force Abigail into a situation where she has to fake it with the kiddies and bond with them. Grounded on our day's prognostications, Abigail and Mark Green will have some unanticipated challenges to conquer this fall, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Abigail will have some family drama to contend with, so don't miss any Thomas and Charlotte chaos that might be brewing. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.